So first off, Sean, I think biggest news this week is the Pro-Rel news. The USL starting that, they say in 2028 as Division One comes in. Just your thoughts on seeing that news this week?
I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting for everybody that's involved in the USL. Being the first league sport to do promotion relegation in the country is fantastic for them, and it'd be exciting to see once it comes in. And how teams manage that is going to be different to how they manage it right now. It's promotion relegation is it makes a difference, and I've been involved in it for the majority of my career, so I know what it means.
Thinking back to Miami, you couldn't have asked for much of a better first 45. What did you think right out the gates?
I thought we did really well. I mean, it was a really good game for us going down there, and went with a lot of confidence. We didn't really measure ourselves against anybody pre-season, so there's always that worry. And I've said all along that you can do really well in pre-season and play against the toughest of opponents and hold yourself really well. And that first game comes, then the second one, then the third one, and you start thinking, well, we need to change a little bit. So it was a really good benchmark for us to say we're in an okay spot. And then the second half came, and credit to Miami. I think Miami will be better this year than last year. I think it'll take them a few weeks to get themselves going because they've got a lot of new players. And they've started their pre-season probably later than everybody else. But they brought players on the field who made a difference, and it got to a stage where it went to 3-1. If it had got to 3-2, we all know what can happen then. So I'm really pleased that defensively we hung in, and I thought overall it was a solid performance. I do think that we had a couple of chances where we could have scored again, which would have took the pressure off everybody.
It kind of felt like a weird second half because when you're up 3-0 in the break, it's kind of like, you can step off and let them come at you, or you can go and, try to get more, but you leave yourself open. How did you kind of see it at halftime in terms of what you wanted the second half to
We wanted to go again. I think it's important that your best chance of winning is attacking, at any stage in the game. And there was a couple of moments where we misplaced the last pass where it was clean throw on goal. And them moments in the first half came off for us, and even though we scored from set plays, it led to a set play, it led to something. And there were a couple of moments at the start of the second half where I think we could have, been a little bit better and gone for the next goal and got the next goal. And we didn't. And then, they come back into it, make some changes. And it's difficult. I said to the players at half time, when you're playing against a team that has nothing to lose, it's really tough. You also, as well, the game sometimes changes because humanistically, the referee can sometimes make decisions because the score is basically going down one way, and we've got to make sure that we didn't get involved in any disciplinary issues, anything that they were trying to do to us. And I was really pleased that we came off the field clean, healthy, and winning 3 points.
Jack and Pat both made their way onto Team of the Week. That was something that became a regular thing with Jack last year, but obviously the first time we've seen it with Pat for us. What did you make of his first performance?
I thought he had a great game, and he's done really well all pre-season. We knew what we were getting with Pat, and it's not just the on-field, performances that we expect from him. It's what he does off the field as well. So that fits right into what we're trying to build here, and I was really pleased for him to get a goal. And I thought defensively, especially in the first half, we were a lot stronger than them, and obviously Jack gets on that score sheet and does an assist and gets on the Team of the Week again, so really pleased for him. Pleased for both of them two players.
Looking forward to Lexington. It's kind of a weird one because it's the second game of the season and they've already played a midweek game this week. Does that play into what you do preparation-wise at all?
No, not really. Looking at what they did midweek in terms of they rotated quite a few players. With all due respect to the opponent, I think it was probably an easier game, maybe like a good training session for some of the players that haven't played. So it actually puts them in a stronger position to pick an 11 from, because the ones who haven't played minutes become available. Probably one of their major players, Corey Burke's come back into the team now, and he scored a goal and got minutes under his belt. So I'm presuming that we might see him. So it's going to be a tough game because they've recruited well, and obviously they've had a really good start to it. So looking forward to the match, and we'll see what we get.
First bus trip of the season. Any different preparations with that?
No. Don't mind the bus trips. Looking forward to it. I'm sure there'll be some music on and some card schools. I'll have my headphones on watching something that's personal to me.
Anything else you want to add?
No, just well done to Newcastle and all its supporters. I'm really pleased for them.